Hello, my name is Jakara and I am an energy healer. I'm many things, but what I do is energy work and I can come in many different forms and capacity because everything is energy. Now, where I'm at with this is that recently, yesterday, I was attacked. It's in connection to someone. I'm not sure why they're attacking me. It doesn't really matter, right? I understand it's I talked in the spirit. Why is this? Is this a soul contract? I'm meant to learn something, and because I've taken that approach and that perspective, it just allows it to be a little bit. It allows that lesson to come in a little bit easier and a little bit more flowing to me, and I can get the information without maybe going through the situations that would be a little bit more challenging, so to speak. But to each his own, to each his choice. Sometimes we just live this reality and we move in it. But as I grow in who I am and honestly trust myself and my feelings, it comes a little easier. In this case, I felt attacked. I knew it. I had to fight them off. I did kind of moved it a little bit, but at the time I was a little bit busy, so I wasn't able to give it my full attention and go full throttle because I wanted to. Like how dare any energy try to attack me is how I feel. I need to let that how dare you part of it go, but it's there. The part of it though is that I knew what happened. So after the attack, then I have this bowl that I just bought, and the crown chakra and what would be connected with the sixth chakra broke, and I knew it. My son accidentally ran into him, and that looks like a regular mundane thing. Oh, my son just broke it. No, it externally was carried out through my child, but what happened simply is that the bowls took on the attack for me. Instead of me being psychically attacked, which I was, the bowls took that energy that was being directed at me, and the bowls took the brunt. My plants also do that. If I'm carrying a lot of negative energy, pain, hurt, all that, or a negative energy being sent to me, certain plants will also take that energy. It really depends. For me, my plants take my trauma, they take my hurt, they take my pain, and that shows within my plants. But my bowls took on the brunt of an attack that was given to me. Why am I talking about it? Because it matters. It's an everyday thing that showed up in a very everyday mundane kind of thing situation, right? But it was meant to be. I was meant to learn a lesson through this acknowledgement. But because I'm able to acknowledge that the bulls took on the brunt of the psychic attack, I'm aware that there was a psychic attack. That means, one, I'm going to put my barriers up. One, two, I'm going to understand why am I being attacked, and for what purpose is that, right? And trying to understand their reasoning is not the reasoning. Trying to understand my part and why I was part of their plan necessary. It's like not about them and what they were thinking at all, because it doesn't really matter. In this case, their attack is teaching me better barriers, stronger alignment, putting myself in a space where I'm also putting more protections, essentially, right? And also just a simple like blocking off energy in its capacity. And that's okay too. The other part is acknowledgement. I am an energy healer. I've always felt energy very much, and I've never knew it. I never understood it. I take it on, call it whatever you want. And I never really understood it. Now I understand it. Now I feel the flow. Now I know when I feel certain things from you, even if it's subconscious. Now I understand that there's a shift in your energy. Even if you don't even understand that there's a shift in you, you seem fine. But trust me, underneath it's a hot mess. Yeah, I'd be doubting myself heavy. And part of this lesson is just another reminder of not doubting myself, of allowing myself this space to trust in what I know, trust in what I feel. And also kicking out any energies that I currently talk to that try to play games or things like that. Now, other people would probably not have that problem, but I do. I have that problem, and since the moment that I've really, really awakened, and even before that, right? But I didn't know that then. But since the moment I've awakened, I have gotten nothing but energies that hide themselves in golden light, but really do not work in my best interest at all. And that is something that I do. My standard for anyone who works with me, energetically, spiritually, high consciousness, whatever, is that it has to be my best interest and the best interest of whoever I am guided to serve, because I channel messages. And when I channel messages, they're some for me, but they're also for you. And if I'm not working in your best interest, I'm doing a disservice to my best interest. So that's a standard that I set. It's a standard that I always have, and it's a standard that I carry within my frequency. Spirit said we love that. All this to bring up is that I make spiritual sprays. And if you feel called to this video, which I'm only going to put a small clip of this, but I'm going to post a full video on my channel. If you feel called to this, I make spiritual sprays, and I don't make them fancy. That's not it. I'm not like a super business. I'm trying to grow into something using my skill set because I want to serve people, not because I want to have a business. I just want to be able to live my life doing what I love, and energy work is what I love. Spiritual sprays is one of those things, but I don't make them the traditional way. It's not just alcohol and essential oils, which is the base. It's energy. It's I feel into your vibe. I understand what you need. And sometimes you may not get your bottle for months. Why? Because I am called to do certain things. I'm called to get waterfall water, specifically waterfall water. Or I need to get a specific dirt if that is what it needs. Or it has to be buried for a certain amount of months or days or weeks. These are things that I have been called to do when I make these sprays because it's just what it was. Or I need certain stones that wants to go into the spiritual spray. I'm called to do it. Again, if you're watching this message and you feel called to that, I have the email below. Just reach out to me. I'm not doing this to be rich. I want to be very clear. But Spirit wants me also to be very clear that the energy work that I do for you on your physical body is inexpensive. There's an energy exchange, but I don't make it high because I think the people who need it the most are not the people who can afford it. And the people who need it the most cannot afford it. It's a disservice. It's a disservice. So the energy work that I do to help your body to either work through the past life stuff or your spiritual stuff, or if it's this realm of life stuff. But the Spirit wants me to be very clear that when I make spiritual sprays, they're on the higher side. Like, I don't know why, because I need to set this standard that what I do is powerful, it's strong. And if you're drawn to this message, it's because you're drawn to it and you need it. And I'm trying to be gentle about it, but Spirit is making me just say point blank. We can talk about it in an email, but Spirit just wants to be very clear. The energy work that I do on your physical body and your physical space and aura, affordable because I want to be of service of others. Spiritual sprays requires more time and different things, so they're going to be more expensive. And I'm just being honest with you. But if you feel called to that, understand that I work in the service of helping people. Talk to me, email me, we can talk about it. But Spirit has made it very clear to me that I am not allowed to do it for free. I cannot do it at a low cost, and I cannot be of disservice to myself in the process of being a service of others. All right. That's all that I got. That's all that I'm feeling. That's all that this message is. I'm going to post it because Spirit has allowed me and given me the space to do so. And if you're drawn to me, then here I am.